Greetings fellow humans and welcome to the video. I go by Jadalus and I'm going to be showing you some essential beginner tips to make the most out of your Palworld adventure. The first thing you'll see when you start the game is a short clip that shows your character awaken on a beach. Once the clip finishes, you're dropped in the middle of some random ruins. Turn around. I'm not sure why the game doesn't simply start you on the beach, but you definitely want to take a few minutes to explore this area that you might have otherwise skipped entirely. From my experience, chest locations are static. However, the rarity of the chests and whether they require a key can vary. This also seems to apply to eggs, as their locations don't seem to change, but the quality and type of egg you get may differ. You'll also find your first dungeon down on the beach, which you can come back to later. Another thing that isn't initially obvious is that there are multiple starter zones. The game denotes each zone with a star ranking and recommends Windswept Hills Plateau of Beginnings, but you're free to choose whichever one you'd like. I was debating on whether or not to put this tip first, but figured most people will stick with the recommended starter zone. I suggest creating a new world just so you can respawn into the different zones and see which one you like best before diving into the default area the game chooses for you. This brings us to our next tip, which is to take a look at the custom settings. The game gives you almost full control over how easy or difficult you want your experience to be. Stamina depletion rate, hunger, your damage to and from pals, as well as what, if anything, drops when you die. Crafting is one of the main functions of the game, and there's a ton of stuff to research and construct. You'll eventually unlock everything, but at the start it can be daunting deciding what to unlock first. Most of you have likely already figured out that you need to craft a fire or some cloth armor to avoid freezing at night, but what you may have skipped crafting is a shield. Shields in Palworld function like Halo or similar types of games where your shield takes damage before your HP, and if you avoid taking damage for a bit your shield regenerates. Craft one early for a much easier time starting out. Apart from the other obvious things you'll want to make early, like a bed for yourself and your pals, which, by the way, your pal's bed can be indoors or outdoors, you'll want to follow the mission objectives to level up your base. Doing so will allow you to place additional pals at your base where they can carry out various tasks depending on their traits. Each pal has a set of worker traits that let you know how they can help around the base. Kativa, for example, has mining, so while it's assigned to the base, it can help gather any stone that's within range. Another super handy pal is Foxparks, which has the kindling trait. This means you can queue up a recipe on the campfire, go and do other things, and your fox will take care of the cooking. Keeping a variety of pals at your base with multiple traits ensures you'll have a pal to help out with just about everything. Hopefully you found at least one useful tip from this video. If you'd like me to make more videos like this, perhaps for intermediate tips next, please let me know by liking the video, commenting, and if you feel so inclined, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next we meet,